Hello, this is Rex from Rex Recites. I have a poem today by Edwin Markham called The Man with the Hoe. And he wrote this in 1898, and it is a criticism of the hard labor that most of the population had to endure during so many centuries. Backbreaking labor, so they had no time practically for anything else. This poem was also appeared in print shortly after Markham wrote it by a friend of his, and it became an almost immediate success. And it lasted in popularity for some 20 or 30 years anyway. And all of this time, Markham received royalties for the use of the poem. It amounted to about $250,000 back then. This would have been in about the mid-1930s. And this is about the equivalent of about $4.5 million now. So Markham didn't have to do any hard labor after this, you can be sure. So anyway, here we go with The Man with the Hoe. Bowed by the weight of centuries, he looks upon his hoe and gazes at the ground, the emptiness of the ages in his face, and on his back the burden of the world. Who made him dead to rapture and despair, a thing that grieves not, nor that ever hopes? Stolid and stunned, a brother to the ox. Who loosened and set down this brutal jaw? Whose hand slanted back that brow? Whose breath blew out the light within this brain? Is this the thing the Lord God made and gave to give power and dominion over sea and land, to trace the stars, to search the heavens for power, to feel the passion of eternity? Is this the dream he dreamed, who shaped the suns and marked the ways upon the ancient deep, down the stretch of hell to its last gulf? There is no shape more terrible than this, more tongued with censure of the world's blind grief, more filled with signs and portents for the soul, more fraught with menace to the universe. What gulfs between him and the seraphim? Slave to the wheel of labor, what to him are Plato and the dance of Pleiades, the long reaches of the peaks of song, the rift of dawn, the reddening of the rose? Through this dread creature the suffering ages look. Time's tragedy is in the aching stoop. Through this dread creature humanity betrayed, plundered, profaned, and disinherited cries protest to the powers that made the world. A protest that is also prophecy. O masters, lords, and rulers in all lands, is this the handiwork you give to God? This monstrous thing, distorted and soul quenched? How will you straighten up this shape? Touch it again with immortality. Give back the upward bringing and the light. Rebuild in it the music and the dream. Make right all the immemorial emphases, the perfidious wrongs, the immedicable woes. O masters, lords, and rulers in all lands, how will the future reckon with this man? How answer his brute question in that hour when whirlwinds of rebellion shake all shores. How will it be with kingdoms and with kings, when those who shaped him to the thing he is, when this brute terror shall rise to judge the world after the silence of the centuries. And so this poem of Markham's struck a chord all throughout the civilized world. Of course, by this time, realize the Industrial Revolution had begun quite a while ago, and things were gradually getting better. And so, not too long after this poem was finished, most people did not have to do this soul-breaking work anymore. Well, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed To the Man with the Hoe. This is Rex from Rex Recites. Goodbye.